All right, guys. I know I haven't done a video in a little while, so I wanted to give you another top 5 things to do in Key West. This one's the top 5 places to watch the sunset in Key West. Obviously, Key West is known for its world famous sunset, right? We get the green flash. Lately, we've been having a lot of pinks and reds in our cloud system, so it's been really epic sunsets. I've posted some pictures on my Facebook page, Harbor Tours Key West. So the top 5 places to watch the sunset on the island. Well, number one, the best way to watch a sunset is with a harbor cruise. I'm not trying to sell my own trip. I'm just letting you know. Do a sunset cruise. Now, there's different types of sunset cruises. You can go with one of the catamarans. It's more like a party environment, which is a good thing if that's what you're looking for. Typically, it's open bar. Some of them will have live music. Some of them will not have live music. And well, drinks are included and all that kind of stuff. But you're with more people, more of a dance environment on the catamarans. They got that nice flat deck that you can use kind of as a dance floor. There are other more intimate cruises, kind of like what we do in Harbor Tours Key West. We do a more of a small sit down, enjoy craft beer, champagne wine with a smaller setting. There are also a lot of private boats that will do a private sunset charter, which is a nice way to go. If it's a family event or you have a very small group and you kind of just want to be by yourselves, totally get that. One thing to keep in mind when you're doing a private charter, very few boats in Key West can take a bunch of people. And what I mean by that is the average small charter boat can only take 6 passengers or less. They're called 6-pack boats. So if you have a kind of a weirdly sized group like 8 to 12, you're going to have to go with a little bit bigger boat. You're probably not going to be able to get one of those private charters because most of them will be limited to 6 passengers or less. There are certain companies that will be able to do it, but not all of them. So definitely Sunset Cruise, number one way to see the sunset in Key West. Usually it ends up right around Sunset Key, which is gorgeous to begin with, and you get to see a really incredible sunset from the water. A little bit better. Now the second place I would recommend is Mallory Square. You got to do it once. It's a lot of people. So it's typically only a one-time thing. At least it is for me. I don't like to be around that many people. But Mallory Square is a unique experience. There are tons of circus acts doing their thing. There are jugglers. There's fire throwers. There's people riding unicycles. So it's a cool kind of family experience, especially if you're with kids. That's a really cool thing to do. Go to Mallory Square. I'd say it's the second best place to see the sunset on the island. If you're not going to do a sunset cruise and you want to have more of that kind of environment with a lot of people. Another really, really, really good spot is Fort Zachary. Fort Zachary, Taylor, the state park. It costs you $2 to get on it. But the state park, unbelievable place to watch a sunset. You just got great. You can bring your lawn chair, bring your cooler out there and watch the sun, spend the whole afternoon. That's the third best place, I'd say. Fort Zachary, Taylor is an amazing place to watch a sunset. It's one of my personal favorites. You got excellent water quality at Fort Zachary too, so if you want to go take a little dip, come out of the water, watch the sun go down, pretty much as good as it gets in the Keys. My fourth best place is the Sunset Tiki Bar at the Galleon. If you don't want to be with a lot of people, you want to be at a really good bar with good live music, and this time of year, the sun is setting pretty much right between Sunset Key and Wisteria Island, which the Sunset Tiki Bar has a perfect shot of. They have nice lounge chairs. They don't pay me to say it, I'm just telling you, it's a great place to watch it. Because they have lounge chairs. You can sit in lounge chairs. Happy hour runs till 7 o'clock. And it's a great kind of more off-key place. Not a lot of people around to watch it. And my fifth favorite place to watch a sunset, which deserves an honorable mention here, is the U.S. Coast Guard Cutter Inga. Now that is a museum. And I think it's only Friday and Saturday nights. They do a happy hour during sunset. You get on board this old, very historical ship. You sit there in chairs and you watch a sunset with very, very little people. And it's a beautiful view. You're in the harbor. You get a clear shot of the whole place. And it's a very unique thing to do, to watch a sunset sitting on a very storied and historical boat like the Ingham. So I would suggest that's the top 5 places to watch the sunset in Grand Old Key West. No matter where you watch it, it's always going to be beautiful.